Looking for a safe space to talk with like-minded women? Well, you're in luck because Ebony Life is an online community built for Black women. Oh yeah, I said it, for Black women. Y'all got an app now, girl. They cover a range of topics and issues like health, beauty, relationships, and more. So head over to your app store and download the Ebony Life app and empower your sister.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Live from San Francisco, broadcasting around the world. You're listening to the Armon Wiggins Radio Show.
What's going on, everybody?
You're not a part.
Oh, hold on. Wait, we're not going to start with you yet. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we are live in the studio, back with another video. Yes, I'm sipping in my red cup today because it's our Valentine's Day party today. I look a mess. I've been cleaning all day, but I decided to go ahead and do this video so you guys have something to watch through the weekend. But in my red cup is some good jungle juice. Red stands for relationship, and then we got some other cups for the single girls that are coming in later. However, I decided to give my people something to talk about and something to listen to. I'm sorry if the intro for the rewatchers on YouTube was a little silent and took a little bit of extra time. It's because I was trying to keep it live for Facebook as well, and so it was just a little bit going on with that. So, anywho, you guys really on YouTube, you guys are really trying to make it up without hitting that 100 likes. You know how it goes now. We get 100 likes and we start the show. Stop playing, okay? All right, let's jump right into it. If you're a returning subscriber, then you know how this thing goes. And if you're a new subscriber, welcome and hello.
Hello, motherfucker.
All right, so we're going to get into some things today. Some people might feel away. Some people may not feel away, but this is just my opinion, and it is all out of love. I have not decided if I'm going to take any calls because these particular topics really trigger me, and I end up cursing people out, and I really don't want to be in that space today. So I don't really know if I'm going to take phone calls because these type of lives end up in me cursing people out. And I just don't want to curse nobody out right now. So I'm going to chill. I'm going to see how I feel by the end of my spiel. That's a bar. That's a motherfucking fact. Okay. Well, Wendy Williams went on her show and talked about gay men on Valentine's Day. Well, for those who don't know, I mean, we all pretty much know what she said. She talked about, Valentine's Day is a day that February 13th, females celebrate friendship. And, it's a great day for women. And I guess there was a gay guy in the audience who clapped and she kind of snapped off on him. So let's take a look at what she said for those people that didn't see it, that come to get their news here first with us. And then we're going to play her apology and then we'll talk. So this is what she said.
Yeah, you're not a part. I don't care if you're gay. You don't get a mensie every 28 days. All right? You can do a lot that we do, but I get offended by the idea that we go through something you will never go through. And stop wearing our skirts and our heels. Just saying, girls, what do we have for ourselves?
Okay. Now let's so then after she caught a lot of fire from that, she apologized. Let's listen to her apology.
Hi. I'll start by saying I apologize. I did not mean to offend my...
Uh-oh, it may not. Well, y'all just going to have to listen.
I'll start by saying I apologize. I did not mean to offend my LGBTQ plus community. On yesterday's show. I did not realize until I got home and I watched the second running of our show here in New York. And I always watch, when I can, to critique my delivery or, you know, the cameras, the lights, the you know, the audience, the camera. Like, I'm very persnickety about how I do my show. And one thing that I can tell you right now is that I never do the show in a place of malice. I understand my platform with the community, from first grade to intermediate school to high school to college to radio and now to TV. And I didn't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm just having a conversation. If you know me long enough, then you know. Bon vivant. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds fabulous. In my mind, it means live and let live. Bon vivant. And I live and let live every day. Life is too short. I'm 55 years old, and maybe I sounded like your auntie, your mother, your big sister, or somebody out of touch. I'm not out of touch, except for perhaps yesterday, by saying what I said. So I deeply apologize, and I deeply appreciate the support that I get from the community. I will do better. I appreciate you supporting me. Thank you.
Okay. That is what she said. I really didn't hear anything she said, to be honest with you. And okay, I'm ready to give you my opinion. I want to start off by saying I can't stand Billy Porter. And I totally agree with her when it comes down to these men in these dresses and some of this stuff, especially because some of it is a little bit unnecessary. And this is why I can't stand Billy Porter, because it allows women and people that feel a certain type of way about gays to pigeonhole us all into a space of that. The man that, but what I do have a problem with is the man that she was addressing, you can tell does not even play in that realm. However, she used him as a catalyst to take out her frustrations. Do I agree with her? Yes. These men, gay men cannot be women. And it gets a little bit overdone. And I can't stand that that's what's being pushed and celebrated in mainstream pop culture. Because that's not because there's a lot of women sensitive to that. And there's a lot of conversations that get had, and there's a lot of different groups of people that get backlash because of it, because there's certain lines that become blurred and women feel like they don't get certain rights, or they can't say certain things, or straight people feel like they can't say certain things or do certain things. So then in all, there's like this certain like frustration against all gay people, when Billy Porter does not represent all gay people. You know, Saucy Santana doesn't represent all gay people. You know, Miss Lawrence doesn't represent all gay people. However, this is what you see pushed to the front. Tyler Perry as Medea does not represent all gay people. You know what I mean? There's a lot of us that look regular, but it's harder for us to get into these spaces. So I understand where the frustration comes, because it's like, even for some of these women, it's kind of like, well, shit, why are these men in dresses getting pushed to the forefront as if they were replacing a woman? They're not replacing a woman. What is this? Stop that. But what she should be saying is, it's not really stopping the men that's doing it, because the men are doing it because that's what's selling and that's what's being pushed. Instead of that, she should be saying, let's put a different type of gay man in position of power. But that's a whole different kind of conversation. However, my problem with Wendy Williams in particular is this. Now watch this and listen clearly. I have a problem with Wendy Williams and what she said because majority of her audience, or 50% of her fan base, are feminine, flamboyant, gay men that wear sparkles, women clothing, and dresses. And she actually encourages that type of behavior on her show. Particularly, those are the type of gay men, or those are the type of audience members in general that she goes to address on camera. Those are the type of men that she makes stand up. She puts the spotlight on them and she makes them feel like they're her people. And in all reality, now after saying what she said, I have to sit back and I have to think, are they really your people? Or are you looking at them like an F word and you just, and you're making a mockery of them and you're silently making fun of them? Because I feel like she's silently making fun of them by the way she was so pissed off about gay men wearing women's clothing and being overtly feminine, when that's the majority of her fan base. Every gay man you see in the Wendy Show audience is some flamboyant queen to a certain degree, and she makes it as though she actually supports that. But again, I'm not going to fault Wendy Williams. Do I think her apology was BS? Absolutely. But I think that she gave you that apology because so many people encouraged her to do it and they felt like, she wanted to do it. They felt like it was necessary. However, she said what she said to me, and that's how she feels. And there's no apology there's no reason to apologize because you felt the way that you felt. And I'd rather you say how you feel than sit here and fake the funk. You feel that way. So your apology means nothing. And my whole thing is, as loud as your apology, as loud as your diss was, and this is my other thing. Oh, gay men, stop wearing our dresses. You will never be able to do what a woman does. You will never be able to do this. And then your apology was very muted and timid. I never meant to do. No, your apology should be as big as your insult. So your apology tone, your apology voice should be as big as your as big as your insult. And for me, it was a very muted apology, very silent, very soft. But I understand why, because it wasn't a genuine apology. And you know what? It doesn't have to be. Because she feels how she feels. She shouldn't have to apologize for it. It is what it is. I understand how you feel. But it's interesting but you shouldn't actually encourage that kind of behavior to be in your audience on your platform if you really don't like those kind of gay men. That's the issue that I have with her. But furthermore, I'm going to take this off of Wendy Williams and I'm going to put the mirror in front of us as the gay men, as the gay collective. And I've been saying this from the rooftop. I've been screaming this. And this is where people might feel some type of way. But we have to understand here, as much as we like females, and I'm not saying all, I'm not saying 95, I'm saying some. There is this underlining competitiveness. There's this underlying disdain. Some females may feel like gay men have it. So sure, some gay men have it. But I'm not a female, so I don't know how a female feels about me, but I definitely know how a female has made me feel. And I do feel like, as though we are the closest, gay men and females, we love each other like brother and sister. There is also this certain unbeknownst line of, you want to be me, and you could never be me. And it doesn't matter how cool she is. That woman will show you how she really feels in due time. And that's why I tell a lot of these gay boys, listen, it's not all, but a lot of these, stop trying to run behind these women, because a lot of them, not all, I have to keep making that very clear, not all of them really fuck with you like that. And they just don't. It is what it is. A lot of women, they can laugh in your face, they'll smile in your face, but they do not like gay people. Let me not say it like that. They don't agree with the lifestyle. And it is what it is. They don't have to. It's a choice. But I feel like so many of us gay men try to run for this acceptance behind these gay celebrities. I just was talking about this and I'm over it because I know how this thing goes. We'd be great friends, just like Wendy Williams. It's how you doing? It's this, that, and the third. And then when she gets mad, it's stop wearing my dress. You'll never have a minstrel. You'll never be like me. Because she was triggered. And she said she got offended. So on Mad Day, all of a sudden, you'll never be a woman. But when it's all up in goody two shoes, it's how you doing? Okay? When she getting some dick, it's how you doing? But maybe now, you know, a gay man might have triggered her. So now it's, you'll never be a woman. I'm just saying, y'all don't like me, but you don't have to like me, but it's reality. You don't have to like what I'm saying. And this is not to cause any division. All I'm saying is I have to talk about the unspoken rule. There's gay men who try women. And I can't stand these men walking around in these dresses. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. I cannot stand these men walking around in these damn dresses because you're not a woman. So she's absolutely right in her feeling. However, I wish she would have delivered it in another way. See, I don't mind you not agreeing. You don't have to agree with my lifestyle, just as though I don't have to agree with yours. And you don't have to agree with me being in a dress or not, because I don't agree with these niggas wearing a dress. However, the way that she delivered it was very tasteless. And to me, that's why I have to side-eye Wendy Williams, because it feels like she's fake. It feels very fake. It feels like you are very pressed. And you secretly, there's an undertone disdain for gay men. So, but you fake it because that's your audience. But you really don't fuck with them like that. And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind her saying it because I agree. Can't stand Billy Porter. I think that's ridiculous. I don't want to see that because that doesn't represent me. I don't look like that. I don't want to be no woman. I don't think I want to be a woman. But when they keep pushing it, I mean, I have to agree with the women. Hell, if every time you see a gay man on TV, he's in a dress, you're going to feel like, are they trying to replace the woman? And I agree. Maybe I agree for two different things because I'm not a woman to be replaced. However, I don't want people thinking that this is what gay means because it doesn't mean that. But as a woman, I could understand, especially particularly as a black woman, you feel like, damn. So now we got to have we already competing against, white women. Now we got to compete against gay men, transgenders, everything. I understand. I totally get it. I'm with you. However, I'm with you when you could be upfront about it because I'm with you when it's just like, I just don't like that. I don't have a problem with you or whatever the case, what you're getting into. But the way that she delivered it made it seem like, because he didn't even look like that. But she just looked at a gay man and she just went after him. So to me, and no shade, she represents 70% of women in my mind. They cool with you. They like you. You do their hair, do their makeup. You can talk about their boyfriend, their baby daddy. You give them advice on their relationship. But if they take a girls trip and it's a bunch of gay guys walking by and you not there and the gay boys is doing too much, they the same girl that may lie but to call them girls some and say that they doing too much and they can't stand these gay men and the gay boys be doing way too much. Same girl. Just she not gonna say that to you because she care about you. She love you. You're a friend. But let her be in the circle around her girls Oh, she's clearing you. She's eating you alive. Or maybe she's not, but her baby daddy is, her boyfriend is, and she's not defending you. So her man is there with all of his friends and some gay stuff coming on TV, and her man is dropping the F word, fat, gay. They all got AIDS, they dick in the booty, all that stuff. She's not saying anything. You still her friend though. She cool. But her excuse is, this is my man. I have to, I can't control. Or don't let it be your husband. Oh, God, that's the ultimate excuse to allow disrespect. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's my husband. I have to ride my husband. He said what he said. That's my husband. I get it. I understand. I don't expect it to change. I just wish that these boys would wake up and see and smell the coffee. Okay, not all, but a lot, because I've seen it happen. But then on the flip side, see, the way that society is now, I can't even really be mad at the women, because sheesh, I'm not even gonna lie, I can't stand Billy Porter, and I say it because look at what is being shoved down our throats. Men in dresses. That's not real life. And why are we trying to promote? Why are we pushing? Why is media and they pushing men in dresses? So at this actual time point, I kind of agree with the women, because it's like, God dang, every man is wearing a dress. I'm tired of it. And listen, I don't think that and so I to a certain degree, like I'm still a Wendy fan. She's still one of my favorite celebrities, because it's a catch-22. I understand where she's coming from. I just feel like she didn't deliver that right. So I agree. I agree with her. I don't accept her apology. Well, she didn't actually offend me, because I don't do that. However, I just don't think her apology is genuine, but I understand why she did it. It was kind of like how, people pressured me into doing an OG apology. I did it, if that makes you feel good, but I still think that she looked the way that she looked. Like, you can't bully me into not feeling like the way that she looked. In my mind, when I said what I said, I meant what I said. She looked. You know what she looked like, okay? And Wendy Williams know that she's tired of these gay men in these dresses. But society makes it feel like you need to apologize. So I'll say this. I just hope that one day that we realize that there is no competition between gay men and women. I provide a service that a woman cannot provide, and a woman provides a service that I cannot provide. So I don't compete with women, because I can't. Neither nor could a woman compete with a man. So I just don't understand what all the tea is about. We are two different things. I have a balls and you got a clit. We should just get along. But I think the thing is, we all like niggas. But I think that's why we should have more things in common, because we can tell you, even being gay, niggas ain't okay. So I think that we need to be able to be on the same page, y'all. But Wendy Williams did disappoint me, her particularly because of who her main fan base is, and because she encourages. See, it would be a different if she didn't encourage. Remember, I went to the show. And even for those people that have been to the show before, you know that they encourage this fabulousness. So you'll have gay men in there and all kind of stuff. Let's see what Daytime is saying. Shout out to my sister. I just want y'all to look at her. That's my sister. We've been through some things. Can y'all shout out the fact that she is in the chat with her verified badge and her membership? Shout out to Daytime Tea Time. You're a real one, bitch. I love you so much. I love you so much. Shout out to you. I love you, bitch. You're a real one. All right.